Hey everyone, and welcome back to Gotta Go Orlando. Get ready because 2026 is shaping up to be the year of massive construction at Walt Disney World. Over the past few months, expansion projects across WDW have really started to pick up speed, with vertical construction now underway across several major sites. But today we're delving into the massive transformation of the former Muppets Courtyard into Monstropolis, aka Monsters Inc. land. Also, we'll be sharing the latest updates on the former animation courtyard and the details released by WDW last week. We've got new permits, fresh aerial photos from BioReconstruct, go and give him a follow, is in my suggested channels, concept art, and some very impressive foundations, not to mention massive coaster supports for what will become the Doors coaster, and so much more. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start on the streets of Monstropolis. The former Grand Avenue area is undergoing major changes. Attractions and dining like Muppets 3D, Pizza Rizzo and Mama Melrose Ristorante Italiano are being stripped back of all their Muppet themed elements. Even the central fountain, trees, plant life and walkways have been removed to make way for construction. But don't worry, you can now find the Muppets over in their new location at the Rock and Roller Coaster, now starring the Muppets. The Glob Theatre, formerly known as Muppets 3D, is seeing the facade being partially stripped back, revealing the stud wall structure, which will allow the new canopies and theming elements to be securely attached, likely using steel anchor points which will be fixed to the steel studs. We can already see scaffolding in place, with boards ready to be installed, gradually transforming the building and closing the internal structure, making it weather tight. Work is also being carried out on the clock tower, where the original brickwork has been removed and replaced with new panelling ready for the decorative detailing such as the eye seen in the concept art. Interestingly, it looks like the original clock face will be repurposed for that theatre. Roof extensions are underway to make the building appear taller and enhance the sightlines and give the area that tall city feel, while also helping to obscure Galaxy's Edge mountains, which are in the distance. The extensions will include apartment-style windows, signage, and may also conceal upgraded utilities like AC units. We are just waiting for the steelwork to go up using the holes which have already been cut into the building, exposing them anchor points. In February, a new permit was filed for 365 Cypress Drive, mentioning John Richards' company for exterior scenic graphics, also Solo Tech for high-end audio-visual work, and back in March, Androniac Studios filed for interior set installation. Their involvement suggests interior demolition is complete and the creative build-out is now underway. The new entrance to Monstropolis is also taking shape. Foundations and utility trenches are being prepared for what appears to be the main gateway into the land. Wooden forms are now in place, waiting for the concrete to fill them, turning them into foundation pads, and where the wall columns will be situated are now visible. According to concept art, the streets and pathways outside the land will be redesigned to match the Monstropolis theme, with vehicles and what looks to be a newspaper stand. On the opposite side of the theatre, where you will cut through to the Doors coaster, work is underway to relocate the utilities and prepare foundation pads for the Glob Theatre show equipment. What was once the main soundstage for Muppets 3D is being stripped of its white panelling, exposing the original white brickwork. I can see one of two things happening here. It's either going to be cladded flat with the new apartment facade with windows and brickwork, or this will be extended forwards with a steel frame with the same apartment effect but allowing for more depth within them apartment windows, creating effects like monsters looking out, windows opening, and possible characters leaning out and talking to guests. This would also allow for fake storefronts along the bottom row, similar to what you'd find at Universal Studios in the HollyWood section. This would definitely give that large flat facade more purpose. Moving over to the opposite side of the courtyard, the former Mama Melrose building has received foundation forms and concrete for what will become Harryhausen's high-end sushi experience. This building will see the most dramatic visual transformation in the land due to the size, shape and styling. It's taking on an ultra-modern look, which will make it stand out from the rest of the buildings in the area. The large foundations at the front of the building are awaiting the steel framework, which will hide the original building inside. And I imagine some of these foundations will extend down the side of the building towards the doors coaster, so that the new steel frame can fully encompass the original building. Over at the former Pizza Rizzo, this building will retain its original shape, but it will receive an updated facade, new paintwork and a new external themed seating area. New steel and decorative arches have been installed to support the upper levels and the roofing structure. This will give this space a new feel but still carry some of the original charm. As I mentioned in my last update, it is not yet clear whether this area is going to be semi-enclosed with a glass wall, which would also give it that city vibe. At the former Wonderful shop, the facade has also been removed, exposing the steel stud skeleton, and new foundation forms are being prepared for a new facade and to re-theme the building's original support columns. We're not sure whether the window openings and doorways are going to be changed, giving that building a whole new feel. As we all know, the Stage 1 company store has been completely demolished to create a greener central plaza, which is yet to see work begin on, and I don't see it happening anytime soon until all the facades on the buildings have been completed. And Gonzo's Royal Flush bathrooms are receiving similar updates to the other buildings in the area, with the facades being refreshed and Monstropolis-fied. But as of yet, we can't really tell what work is being carried out due to the scaffolding encasing the full building. Imagineering found another set of 4 permits, all related to install signage. Notably, Disney contracted Design Communications Ltd for 3 of them filings. This is significant because permanent exterior signage is typically one of the final milestones in transforming facades. The Glob Theatre signage to establish the exterior identity of the land's Central Theatre show, Mama Melrose and Pizza Rizzo signage rebranding both dining venues into Monstropolis locations. Now that the structural and facade layout permits are active, we will start to see the concept come to life. Things are moving very fast. These permits are a sign of progress. Normally, set installation and internal works in the stores and restaurants begin 12 to 18 months before opening, and with this progress we potentially could see this area open in 2027. Behind the scenes, plumbing, electrical and utility work continues. Buildings are wrapped in plastic while new anchor points, doors and windows are installed. Once complete, paneling and finishes like brickwork and masonry will be added. And as for the internal works for inside the restaurants and stores, we really have no idea of what's happening, apart from Harryhausen's, the high-end sushi restaurant, which will sure have the same look and feel as the one in the Monsters Inc. movie. But we'll just have to wait some more for WDW to release more details.
Welcome behind the construction wall at Monstropolis, where we're busy preparing for Human Day, the very first time that humans will be invited into Monstropolis by the Department of Human-Monster Relations, in celebration of Human Day. Humans understanding that monsters are nice. We really don't separate ourselves. We've got storefronts and shops and schools and beautiful theaters, just like we have in the human world. And here we're creating the space where monsters live, work, and play, including Mike and Sully's walk to work from their famous brownstone all the way up to Monsters Inc. and the beautiful rotunda as they check in. So we're bringing all the monster finishes and fit the scales, the claws, the horns, all the expectations that you have in this wonderful world to create an environment that's truly immersive, that really can help you explore what it means to be a monster and understand that they're not that bad. Remember, we're in a post-scare world. We've already discovered that human laughter is much more powerful than screams. But the Department of Human-Monster Relations is making sure that we can work together to solve Monstropolis' energy needs, but also entertain the human world and make sure they understand that monsters are really your friends. So let's come have some fun in Monstropolis and experience our similarities, what we have in common, and also what makes it distinctive. And don't be afraid of all the scales and fangs and horns. They're just part of the architecture.
If you're enjoying this video, please don't forget to smash subscribe. And if you're watching on TV, all you have to do is scroll up on your remote and just below the play line, you'll see that subscribe button. And don't forget to check out our Instagram that covers the latest news, tips and tricks, guides, and what we're up to, and so much more. Don't have Instagram? Don't worry, we have X and Facebook and our very own website. Just search Gotta Go Orlando. Now let's move over to the Monsters Inc. door coaster, which will occupy a larger footprint than Rise of the Resistance, covering approximately 103,000 square feet. This suggests a substantial ride with immersive scenes and likely a pre-show experience. The underground work included drainage rerouting is complete and large piles have been drilled for the coaster's steel supports, which have now been encased in the final sheet foundations. The 3 levels of groundwork are nearly finished, with the exception of the front foundation pad for what will be the main entrance and pre-show area. These areas are being prepared and waiting for the damp proofing membranes and concrete layers, all strengthened with rebar, along with the conduit for power. We can see the conduit for the power and the wooden edging starting to be installed for the concrete pour, which has already begun. Rebar columns are being prepared for vertical load-bearing supports, which are waiting to be installed in the smaller foundation boxes located in the front entrance of the attraction. In my last video we spoke about the main building foundation and it was waiting for the final pour to happen, which has now happened. We can note now that different pads, all with large joints. This is done so they didn't need to do one big pour of concrete, and also that the building can flex and move without any cracking of the foundation pad. Concrete is poured in sections to manage timing, density testing and prevent cracking, while deeper sections provide extra support for the coaster and building structures. Due to the nature of the dueling vertical lifts, they will require bigger foundation supports due to the significant downward forces when lifting the track and the loaded ride vehicles. If you take a close look at the foundation pads, you can make out the rebar in the gaps, and now they are being covered over with wood to make it safer for the construction crews on site. Once the full load, i.e. the coaster and building, has been loaded onto them pads and settling has occurred, the on-site crews will fill up them gaps with concrete, turning the multiple pads into one large pad with a flexible joint. In the area that will serve as the loading platform, we are currently witnessing the construction of lift shafts using block work. Additionally, there are 2 pits that could potentially be the stairwells, which suggests that the loading system will be visible from a mezzanine floor, much like Tron Light Cycle Run when it reveals from behind the glass, giving you a bird's eye view of the ride vehicles lifting into the air and propelling forwards into the vault. You will descend into the loading platform, enhancing the storytelling and vastness of the facility. The steel structure for the roller coaster is now going vertical. 2 main entrances into the first scene and vault area are visible, along with some off-site construction frames likely destined for the first scene. The building skeleton is being assembled around the coaster, with metal sheeting being added for flooring and the ceilings. These will be encased in concrete once completed. You can follow the coaster supports that move forwards through the first scene towards the end of the concrete pad. At this point, we think we will enter a switch track, which will put the ruling ride vehicle onto the main circuit of the coaster at timed intervals. And with this operation, this is how you'll see multiple ride vehicles within the vault. The coaster frame is unique. It's designed to showcase multiple track sections, creating the illusion of a bustling Monsters Inc. doors vault, which will load onto a single coaster circuit. With the help of block sections and the directions of ride vehicle travel, guests may see other ride vehicles as they move through the attraction, enhancing that story of the Monsters Inc. door vault operations. What is evident, the larger coaster supports are being installed, and then the building skeleton is being wrapped around. What we most likely won't see is the track being installed, because the building is being erected around the coaster supports, and most likely the building will be made weather tight, keeping us away from the magic. Outside of the coaster, work is progressing on the plant room, with conduit already in place and the area being levelled for foundation work to begin. As of recording this video, delivery of the roller coaster track has not occurred as yet, but the construction pace is very rapid, so please follow for more as we cover all of the major expansions at WDW and Universal. Now let's head over to the magic of Disney animation, where the main courtyard is open for families to explore, play and cool off from the Orlando heat. Disney Junior Mickey Mouse Clubhouse Live is welcoming guests, offering sing-alongs, dancing and fun for the whole family. Honestly, ever since Lando arrived, this is basically all that's playing on the TV. MICKEY MOUSE. It's the Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Come inside, it's fun inside. But the most exciting updates are under the Sorcerer's Hat, where we got the first look of the map, and Disney has revealed details about the indoor experiences. We have Drawn to Wonderland, an indoor playground inspired by Disney legend Mary Blair's original concept artwork. Kids can explore whimsical locations like the Mad Hatter Tea Party, the Mad Hatter's House, the Queen of Hearts Garden, the Tulgey Wood, all bursting with bold colours and playful designs.
We're using literally every square inch that we can in here. Welcome to the Drawn to Wonderland playground. Here we have intentionally designed playground equipment for different ages. Here we have our Tulgey Woods area, complete with our very own Hatter's House, and you'll see that theme everywhere throughout this playground. We want to hit different types of play. So we have different sensory marvels that you can come along and interact with, and also you can play with them on the outside too. If you take a look up, you can see our ceiling clouds, which aren't just clouds. We have some that are dark and stormy, some that are a little bit more like treetops, and some of our pink swirls. When it comes to designing our equipment indoors, we have to take into mind a lot of our facility constraints. This space used to be an office. With those constraints, we can't just take out columns, we have to work around them. So we're using theming with flats to lean into those ideas and lean into the idea that this is a collage and we can celebrate all the art that is in here and painted by hand by our artists. This is one of my favorite pieces of playground equipment, and in it you can choose to paint the roses red or white or red or white.
Next we have Off the Page, a new character experience highlighting the stages of animation, with encounters featuring Mulan, Rapunzel, Chip and Dale, Donald and Daisy, Goofy and Stitch. Each area is themed to a different stage of animation process. Next we have Olef Draws. Olef guides guests in drawing beloved Disney characters, featuring a new audio animatronics figure. There will also be lessons from Disney animation artists. Guests may learn to draw Mickey, Minnie, the Genie, Moana and many more. And there will also be a Once Upon a Studio theatre, showcasing the Emmy Award-winning shorts that inspired this experience, with enhanced effects and interactive interactive art gallery where characters come to life. From interactive play areas and character encounters to animation classes and immersive storytelling, this new space is shaping up to be one of the most exciting additions to HollyWood Studios. And our final bit of news today: big changes for Ghirardelli at Disney Springs. A temporary move and major renovation are coming. If you're planning a sweet stop at Disney Springs, we've got some important news. The Ghirardelli Chocolate Company has announced that its iconic Ghirardelli soda fountain and chocolate shop at Disney Springs will be temporarily relocating later this summer as the company begins a major renovation of its longtime home in the marketplace area. The beloved location first opened back in 1996 and has been serving up world famous hot chocolate fudge sundaes, chocolate treats and plenty of magical memories for nearly 3 decades. But don't worry, chocolate lovers, the sundaes aren't going anywhere. During the construction, Ghirardelli will move to a temporary location in Disney Springs Town Centre, allowing guests to continue enjoying the full menu, including those famous handcrafted hot fudge sundaes and signature chocolate treats. According to Ghirardelli, the renovation is part of the company's continued investment in Disney Springs and its long-standing partnership with Disney. When the newly updated location reopens in 2027, guests can expect several enhancements, including more indoor seating, faster and more efficient checkout areas to reduce wait times, and according to Ghirardelli, a few surprises still to be revealed. Lacey Zane, Vice President and Restaurant and Retail at Ghirardelli Chocolate Company, said Disney Springs has been a cherished home for the brand for nearly 30 years, and that the renovation will allow the company to evolve the space while honouring its legacy. The temporary town centre location is expected to open later this summer, ensuring guests can continue to enjoy their favourite sweet treats throughout the construction period. So if you're heading to Disney Springs in the coming months, keep an eye out for Ghirardelli's temporary new home in the town centre and get ready for a fresh new chapter when the reimagined chocolate shop opens in 2027. So which projects are you most excited about? Is it the Doors coaster or the transformation of the animation courtyard into the Walt Disney Studios? Let me know in the comments down below. For more Orlando news and insider tips, check out GottaGoOrlando.com or just scan the QR on screen now. For theme park tickets, hotel accommodation, car rental and attractions, check out our affiliates. You can scan the QR on screen right now. Hey, thank you for watching this video right to the end. I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, why don't you check out this video right here that YouTube's picked out for you. You can also follow us on these social media platforms right here to stay up to date with what's happening here in Orlando, Florida. Now get out there and go and make some memories. Bye YouTube!